Um, Organizational structure is very simple. All it is setting assigned tasks as a manager to certain people based off of their strengths and weaknesses. A big thing as a manager is to be able to visualize these strengths and weaknesses from your employees in order to assign them to certain tasks that you know that they'll be able to strive in. So a good example of this is being able to identify what people are more organized and able to be flexible, because you can use this type of work ethic in higher like ranks, such as like assistant managers. You want to have uh them to be able to acquire these have these traits uh to strive and have someone that you know that's reliable in this position that you assign them to. um some things that are unique about it, the organizational structure is that with this structure, it provides or it ensures effectiveness on the organization. um so what I mean by this is like being able, like I said, to identify these traits that uh your staff has, and assigning them to a certain tasks or jobs that acquire certain traits will help the organization grow overall and reach numbers for production that have never been reached before. um and it's also important to see their weaknesses so that you can keep them away from different tasks, um so that it doesn't cause setbacks on the organization as a whole. Um, some things that help build this organizational structure is, we talked about the organization chart. So this just consists of like writing down and like mapping out the tasks that you acquire or that you assign certain people to. So a little example is what we did in class with the when we made our own organizational chart, starting off with the CEO and having the uh assistant to the side, and then we just branched out from there. That's just an example of the organization trait, and just a way that will help create this organizational structure. So the next question is the difference between power and authority. Um, at first, before learning about this, I didn't know there was really a difference, and because I thought they were pretty similar. They are, but there you can tell from the definitions there is a difference, and it's important to know the difference. And so with power, you don't need permission to make uh to give out commands. As for authority, you need permission. And then being able to realize these concepts, it's significant because um with authority you have some power, but not all the power where you can just start going and just making changes to the organization. You can have ideas, but you have to be sure to run those through whoever is above you. So, an example of this is as an assistant manager, you have to realize that you don't have all the power. So, if you see some changes that you think need to be made, you got to be able to communicate that to whoever's above you. So, like in my instant, or in my case, if an assistant manager above me sees an issue with something on the floor, they have to go to the GM, the general manager, and discuss the issue to make changes because they can't just make these changes themselves. They have to run it through people above them. And even then, I'm sure the GM has to talk to corporation in order to allow these changes, whatever it may be. Um, I think it's also significant to realize the difference between these two is because you have to know your limitations as assistant manager or a GM. You have to know what you are capable of doing and what kind of power or authority you have over certain people. Um, so for the approaches, um, structure that we covered in class, there was a little misunderstanding with the assignment 10. Um, I guess I really didn't understand that there were multiple approaches, and I talked about the team approach that just had uh, broken down the team approach with the different uh, categories and just within the team approach. I didn't realize there was several, but now looking over the notes, I realized that there's the functional approach, divisional, and there's plenty more. Like I said, I talked about the team approach with the assignment 10. But for the functional approach, it's a group of people who have common work skills, and they're assigned to one group to work together in order to be most productive. So I talk about in the assignment like the HR people need to have I just named off a couple traits like being able to be well under or work well under pressure, um, be organized, and things like that are just some traits that uh, an HR group would have to be productive. So that's how I see it, is just a little group inside an organization working with the same skill sets in order to be most productive. For the divisional, um, from my understanding, this is an organization or a company uh, that focuses mainly on the society that's around them, more not so much as like expanding wise. Right now they're just focused on the society, the local society within their area. And like, yeah, so then for the team uh approach, there's three different categories within this, and this is how I got confused. But these are very easy to understand. So the cross functional teams is people from different or departments that are affected from a certain dilemma, and as a manager, you get them together in order to work this issue out, and everyone comes to a mutual agreement that what will best benefit from to fix this dilemma. For the permanent teams, like I said, this is like I said in the assignment, this is very similar to the uh functional approach. It's a group of people who have common skill sets working together to be most productive. Um, for the team-based structure, it is people from all departments coming together, even if they don't specialize in that one issue. They come together to solve the problem that has occurred um, at the moment, and working together, like I said, as a group to solve it.